We're in the fine town of Valentine. We got a new horse last night, too. We have Denis as our new beautiful horse. Denis is a fine lady that we'll take plenty of care of. This is Denis. Look at this noble steed. She's just so lovely. Let's talk to the old butcher, though. I think we need some meats.
You ain't been seeing another butcher, have you?
No, I can't say I have, sir. Wow, this is cheap. Actually, no, it's not. $5.50. Nah. Also, this doesn't seem sanitary, but that's not my business.
All right, girl. Good morning.
Emerson's heard that died.
Nice, Nikki. Yeah, I don't want to punch her below her. Look at her. Look at her. She's great.
Morning to you.
Morning to you.
Morning, sir. Alrighty. Let's grab ourselves a paper. I like reading these papers.
Just want to get a drink. I'm parched.
Is that Mickey?
Morning.
Okay there? I've had better days, that's for sure.
Life ain't always easy.
No, sir, it ain't.
Here, Valentine.
Help a fella out.
Is that you, Mickey?
Come on. Give a fella a nickel.
Mickey, what's up, buddy?
Eyes where you're walking.
Give me something.
Hey, Mickey.
Hello, mister.
Hey, brother. Good to see you again, friend. I've only gone and forgotten your name. But worse than that, I've forgotten my own name, too.
This poor guy.
It happens to me. You ever forget your name, mister?
Can't say I do.
No.
So it's just me. They said I was strange back in the army. And that's why they kicked me out. I was the only fella got kicked out during a siege. While being sieged. That weren't no fun.
I bet it wasn't, Mickey. Man, that guy just needs some help. And there's just nobody here to help. They did you wrong in the army, Mickey.
Move your ass.
Oh, I guess there's no newspapers for me to read.
Get your new Hanover Gazette here.
Alright, so, oh yeah, we just passed through Valentine on our way back to camp. I assume I've got a fat bounty on my head. Let's pay off my bounty.
Everything holding up?
Pay off the bounty, and then we'll go see what we got. Really, the world did do him dirty, man.
What's your problem?
As I've said, man, this game, it's the same thing, man. Screw veterans. You know, you're great. We love you while you're in, and then you get out, and the best we can do for you is thank you for your service. Verbally. That's it. Verbal affirmation.
Good morning, mister.
Morning.
We will very weirdly idolize you while you're in, and then cast you aside when you're out.
I'll be right over.
Supposedly, the voice actor for Connor also plays random NPCs in this game. Oh, that's cool.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to pay my bounty, sir.
It's right up for you.
I do not have a bounty. I cannot believe I don't have a bounty here. How do I not have a bounty? I would like to take a train, though, to Rhodes. Can I do that, sir? I like to live in the lap of luxury. $7.90 for a trip to Rhodes?
Hope you have a good trip.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, DL. I did pay it, okay. Wasn't sure if I'd paid it. Like that we, I mean, we're indulging a little bit by taking this train to Rhodes, but can't say I'm complaining much. All right. Howdy, sir. All right, we can't cause trouble in Rhodes. Jen A followed us all the way here. Love that. All right, let's get this bounty. 3 streams in a row I've been saying I was going to get this bounty, and I never have. There he is. Howdy, sir. Ah, this man owes us some money, chat. I'm going to try to keep it as calm as I can.
It don't look quite right.
Howdy, Mr. Mortician, sir.
Gwen Hughes, start picking out a box for yourself if you don't got that money you owe Leopold Strauss.
I don't. I need more time.
Doesn't everybody? That casket for you? Or you want another?
Wait. I can get it for you. But, come with me to the churchyard. And stay close.
All right. All right.
Oh, this ain't right. I mean, I'll get you your money, but, well, you'll see.
What ain't right is borrowing money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but, this, it ain't exactly right, what we're doing.
You really gonna step in that dog shit?
Put his hand in the collection box and you won't be the last. Rest a little easier knowing Church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time began.
Well, like I said, well, the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
Is that right? Is that right?
Okay, you head on in the church, I'll keep watch.
Well, it ain't in there. It's under here. I'm digging up Mrs. Claypole.
Jesus!
But she got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need.
Very nice, Super Chip. I just looked at it. You know what ain't right? Stealing someone's meme and posting it on Twitter.
There's a bunch of people.
Thank you for the content, Ellie.
Oh, I got it. Look, you clear them off, and I'll wait right around here. But don't hurt nobody.
Clear out the townsfolk?
Don't be shy, ain't no one around.
Just my auntie.
Your auntie's long past prudishness.
It's disrespectful.
You'd rather disrespect the living, breathing woman you got here in front of you?
Can't we just get married like normal folks?
Married? Don't be goopy.
I don't know what to say to you.
Howdy, folks. I was just doing some herbology.
Come on. I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your chance.
Boo! I'm the Bushman. They weren't even startled. Howdy, miss.
Look at this. Overgrown and all.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Oh, gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned.
I agree. Luckily, this church here sure does have the massive funds that it does require to facilitate the services of the cleaning that I do provide. I will be happy to oblige and make this church look good as new with all the funds that you have acquired, courtesy of this fine gentleman up front. In addition, I do plan to do some inspections as the local OSHA officer, but Arthur's Power Washing Company will be here shortly.
All clear.
All right.
Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
That's what we're doing, huh? Are you serious? Oh my god! Wait. Okie dokie. As long as I get my money. Better it's me than in the grave, alright? I ain't much a man for sentiment. Miss, I'm gonna have to ask you to turn around. This area is currently under inspection.
I'm sorry, ma'am. The church grounds are closed for maintenance work.
Well, it's about time, too. The place was in need of some care and attention.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm just looking out for the maintenance. That's all. Place is looking kind of dead. Thinking we're gonna pick it up and liven it up a little bit, huh? How's it going back there, boy? I can't. This guy's digging up a dead body. But come on, seriously, chat. It's not doing any good underground. It's just not. We're better off paying our debts. How's it going, fellas? I'm gonna have to ask you to step away.
You and me would be running things.
Hey, look, we're closed for some excavation work. Would you mind?
No, I ain't gonna mind you at all. You carry on with your business, we'll carry on with ours. This fella. Oh,
Damn choir boy. Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
you hear this fella?
I heard him all right.
We're gonna lick you back.
Really? You're gonna do this in front of the church? Oh my god!
Got some nerve.
This is a place of worship that needs maintenance every now and then. You ever do confession? We're doing the OSHA version of reconciliation.
Shit. Hope this holds.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna wear your stupid ass. No, I ain't. Nope. That ain't it. Ah, there we go. Now, you think about that next time you want to barge into this church. Man, I don't play around with that guy. That guy hit me like 1,000 times. I just mashed him with a haymaker. Even churches need maintenance too. My knuckles ain't even bruised. Oh my god.
All right, well, here's your payment. Oh, forgive me, Mrs. Claypole.
What you find?
But she had a brooch here. It looks like diamonds.
I will take that. It's a brooch.
This'll do. Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Can't believe it's come to this.
Go get yourself a bath, brother.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, go ahead. See you later.
That's more than clear what I owe you.
Most certainly does. Yes, I am aware, E-dubs. It's excellent. Good looking out. Miss, I do appreciate your brooch. Appreciate your contribution to the Vanderlyn Fund. Can't shovel it back in. We're just going to leave her like that. Alrighty. I'm going to go this way then. Alright, that guy made good on his debt. No complaints here. I reckon we go back to camp and see what's going on with Miss Molly O'Shea. Nah, I ain't reburying her. I'm gonna let her air out a little bit.
What happened here? Oh, Lord.
Hey man, I did what I had to do. These were not fine churchgoers, my dude. All right, where are you at, Jen A? Jen A.
You best finish your business in town and get. Lamont Raiders on business.
Whoa, all right. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Get lost, damn it! Don't kick up a fuss. It'll go better for you.
You're lucky I got my orders, boys. Real lucky. Yeah, she wanted some fresh air. That's right, and the brooch was a little too itchy. Let's go, Jen A. Nobody respects OSHA around these parts.
Yep.
I'm just glad we could get debts paid. You know? Just doing... I mean, it's not really good, honest work. We're loan sharking, but... we got mutual accountability on that stuff. Like, yeah, it's not cool that we're loan sharking and taking advantage of people who are vulnerable at all. Also, if that guy knew he couldn't pay it back, a bad decision on his part. I understand that people are desperate, though, so it's on us to do better here. I'm not gonna sit here and blame these folks constantly for taking money from us, but you'd hope that they could discover that there are better options out there.
Yeah. Whoa!
Bring some meat back to camp. Got ourselves a nice turkey. Okay. Very nice. Gotta do my part while I'm out. You know? Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm doing my part. Let's go, Gen 8.
Okay, girl.
Wish she had the same stamina that Steve's got, but we'll get there. What's up, Ben? Good to see you. Kissy, hello. Bill, what do you need, sir?
It's me.
The hero returns.
You been bringing in money?
Of course I have.
Okay, well, good.
Okay, then.
Okay, then. Turkey sandwiches on me.
Hey, Arthur. Can I have a quick word?
You sure can, Molly, but you just hold on a second, dear. I gotta give a turkey to Pearson. And then I will come see what you're all about.
Why are you dressed as a sheriff?
'Cause I am one. What? I want to give this to Pearson.
Oh, hey, Arthur.
What the hell was that? I did get a new horse, Asher. I did indeed. There we go. Here you go.
We could really use some more meat, Mr. Morgan. I know supplies are low. Sure, might as well make some money off it.
There you go. You're welcome. All right, let's talk to Miss Molly. See what the deal is over here. I'm currently a deputy, Ben. Did the game just dump you in somewhere else? Yeah, I dropped the turkey and then it teleported me. I'm not really sure what that's about, but...
Can I have a quick word?
All right, what's up, Molly?
Yes, Miss O'Shea.
Call me Molly, would you? Arthur, how is Dutch? I mean, how does he seem to you?
I'm about the same as usual, I guess.
I really love him, you know. But if he... Like he always says, loyalty is everything, so...
Arthur! Excuse me, Miss O'Shea.
What you want?
I bring a gift. The great gift of information.
So you got some tip-off, so now I can risk my neck and make you some money while you lounge around.
You know, Arthur, bitterness, it works on the inside as well as on your sour face.
If you say so. But you could go find some other fool to run your errands.
Bill, come on over here. Will you...
I hate that so much. I hate everything about what Arthur just did. Uncle pulls up, just walks his ass in, and Molly has to walk away because Arthur decides to attend to Uncle. The women don't have power in this group at all. And so, I mean, Arthur could so easily say to Uncle, I'm talking to Molly about something important. Get your ass on the other side of the camp and I'll deal with you unless it's an emergency. And let him go and show him that he's not that important. It communicates two things. One, it says to Uncle, you don't just get to barge your way in like this. And it says to Molly, I have an immense amount of respect for what you have to say. And here you are being vulnerable, saying something that's probably very difficult to say, who you haven't shared with anybody else. That's important. Right here, all we just did was reinforce the idea that the men's bullshit is infinitely more important than what any woman has to say. I hate that so much. And you know, a lot of people, and I guess in this case I'll say men, don't realize they do this, but it happens a lot. This is why you see a lot of women say things like, I'm sorry all the time. Because they've learned that their presence is an inconvenience to the men, right? Like that's a very patriarchal thing, and it happens all the time. Well, the way that changes is for men to be different, to do different here. And Arthur instead just says, oh yeah, no, this is more important. I'm gonna deal with Uncle's bullshit. If you are a person who is in a group like this and there's a hierarchy there and you want to equalize that hierarchy, you want people to see you as an ally, you want people to feel important around you, you have to show them that they're important to you by setting boundaries with others, particularly people that are in sort of the same plane as you. In this case, Arthur's setting a boundary with the other men. I hate that, man. I hate that so much. Kissy, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, friend. Ugh.
Be my other fool? You too, Charles.
What are you talking about?
Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said...
Hey, I'll do it, as long as you ride with us.
I got a serious medical condition.
Yes, you are a compulsive liar.
No need to be like that. Charles, have I ever lied to you?
I hardly know you.
Exactly. Now, you boys should do this. It's easy, and I'll only take a small commission for my information. But it's now or never.
Then it's never.
Oh, God help me. Fine. I'll do it.
Well, what is it?
It's a supply wagon carrying payroll, but very briefly unguarded, apparently. As it passes through a crossroads near here where there's an old ruined church before it connects with the rest of the wagon train. Very easy pickings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
You are a sick man, Arthur Morgan. A very sick man indeed. Come on then, you...
Happy birthday, Maverick. Thank you for the kind words. And thank you for popping in here. Big cheers, friend. I've had to literally shout over men who attempt to interrupt me. Yeah, as well you should.
Miserable bastards. Yeah.
Telling you though, man.
How you get wind of this, old man?
We only been down here all of 5 minutes.
Well, while you boys been off fishing or playing lawman or whatever the hell you've been doing, I've been getting down to business.
Finding the nearest grog house.
Hey, you don't want in on this, Williamson, that's fine by me. Do us all a favor. Head home.
Just give it a rest, you two.
Just have a little faith for once, will you? I've been scoping jobs like this since you fellers were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Once a decade, maybe. So what is it you've scoped here exactly?
Well, I told you. There's a wagon with a lockbox passes through every week. Okay, hold up here.
We should cover our faces.
They'll be passing through the crossroads up ahead.
When?
Soon, Williamson. Christ's sakes. I should be due any time now.
Let's keep this quiet and clean. Nobody needs to die here.
He says as he holds a gun.
See, gentlemen? Just like
Here comes the payroll wagon. Okie dokie. Let's go, boys. Howdy doody.
Stop the wagon! I said, stop the damn wagon! Whoa! Now, don't try anything stupid, and we won't do anything unkind.
You know, boys, I don't want to get shot, but this is a mistake. I work for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar, Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
Oh, great.
So you know him?
Who doesn't?
I hear he's rich enough to share the wealth around and not miss it too much.
Oh, he'll miss it.
Okay, why don't you check out around the back?
Arthur, help me out here.
You got it, Charles.
Let's see what's inside. Okay, we're looking good. Must be nearly 1,000 here.
Shit! Hey! Think I see something!
Oh, great.
Let's go! Arthur, let's go! Yeah!
Not great. Oh my God. Let's go, Jenny!
Yeah.
Get back here!
Right, fellers! Come on!
Oh boy, Jenny.
A lot of them back there.
Ooh.
Nice going, Uncle! Most guarded wagon in goddamn history! How did I know? Go! Get rid of them! Stay with me! Come on!
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Up, boys! Get rid of these sons of bitches!
There we go. I needed to toggle the scope.
Let's go! Let's go! Do not let them get away! Where the hell are we going? We're getting out of here! What kind of dumb questions? You're getting away! Dig in, boys! Come on! Ah! Come on! We need to lose them! Slow down, sons of bitches! Yeah. You can move fast when you have to, can't you? Just shut up, Williamson! Ah!
Damn, that guy had a lot of health. Let's go.
We're losing them!
Keep moving.
Keep on up! Quick! Get off the trail! Into the woods! Can we get back to camp?
No, we need to find a place to lie low. We can't risk leading Cornwall's men to camp.
All right!
Yeah.
Whoa! Let's hide in here.
Quick!
Yeah, they won't suspect the barn. Are you kidding me?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Go on. I'll see you later. All right. Let's get out of sight. Stay until dark, and then we'll sneak out of here. Charles, you keep watch for now.
Sure.
Well, we, get some rest. All right. Let's try and get out of here. Hey, shit! Absolutely. Now, shut up, old man.
Look, I was just trying to...
Shut up. There's a light over by the house.
Damn. All right, now let's just keep this calm. See what happens.
Is this your place? Kinda. And you didn't hear nothing? Why don't you just tell me, partner, what you heard? Go ahead. Tell me what you heard. I don't... Maybe I heard some noises out by the barn a while ago. Ain't me. Better not be. All right. Coop forth. Low. Go check out the barn. Sir.
Not great. Fellas. This does not bode well.
Well, the place looks deserted enough.
Sure. You head inside, I'll go round the back.
Place looks empty to me. Now, the old guy up there is full of crap.
I don't think they're here. Don't see any horses.
Come on, let's head back. Boss! Place is empty! Shit! Ugh.
Fucking uncle. God damn it.
Behind you, Charles.
We got more of the bastards on this side.
Where are they all coming from? Looks like Mr. Cornwall's gone up to security.
Dude, this freaking vertical bar. Not great. Oh, God.
Nicely done, Bill. They teach you that move in the army, too.
Oh, my God. What's going on with my shot? There we go.
Damn second. You got us into this. It's last goddamn roundup.
There we go.
Stop robbing Cornwall for a while.
I didn't know we was robbing Cornwall. All right. This fella really don't like getting robbed.
Let's just hope we don't run out of bullets.
Hold them back. Do not let them close in on us.
There we go.
Put a bullet in that boom. God damn it, they're bombing it this way now. There's a goddamn horde of them on the left here.
Oh, shot.
Out of the way, Uncle. Ain't you glad now I insisted you come along?
Oh, this is it. I'm officially retired. Don't worry, fellas. We ain't going out like this. No goddamn way.
Why? You got another surefire plan for us, Uncle?
We're not getting out.
I've got this, Uncle.
We got more on this side.
Shit! Fire!
Oh, boy. Not good.
Watch it, Charles.
Here it goes. Everyone's breathing. I am. You would be.
Oh, boy, fellas. This ain't great.
Let me get in there. Watch out!
So this is what you call easy pickings, Uncle? Easy pickings for them, more like. I did my research.
There's so many.
Yeah. Well done with that. I'm sorry we ever doubted you.
We gotta go, fellas. Come on, fellas. We gotta get out. We gotta go.
Let's head into the woods.
Let's go. Oh, jeez.
Into the trees. Come on.
Where are we going, Bill?
We'll try to lose him in the woods.
Let's split up a bit. Try to confuse him. Arthur, with me.
I gotta go with Uncle. I want to go with Charles.
Quick, behind these rocks.
They're coming this way.
Perfect.
We need to do this quietly. You take the... I'll take the right, okay?
Your right or my right?
You're right or my right? Oh, jeez.
You see anything? Not yet.
Out of duty, fellas. Don't look to your left. Don't mind the rustling in the trees either. Bill, Uncle, what are you doing? What happened to doing this quietly? You... Oh, jeez.
Guess we should go give him a hand.
You'll be sorry.
There we go. Oh my God.
We all still alive?
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, I'll deal with you later.
We got some money, didn't we?
Sure, but now we got Cornwall on our backs.
It was an
again.
honest mistake.
Hey, leave it. Go on, get out of here. Every man split up. Go on, run, quick. Good luck.
Oh, man, not great.
And move.
Not great. An honest mistake. You know, what I find fascinating is that despite Uncle being totally unreliable and kind of a dum-dum with this stuff, we still follow him. Like, what are we doing? Oh, shit. Oh, no, 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 no.
Get back here.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry, sir.
You got this all wrong, you goddamn fool!
Nope. Not great. Come on. Come on. Get to the top of the hill, Arthur. Get to the top of the hill. We can do it. We can do it. It's the worst time to have to reload. No! No! Oh, Mr. Phil, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that immensely, friend. Oh, God, now I can't loot the place. Well, I can loot the place, but oh, boy. We're going to do some looting, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you for the $5, Uncle Phil. Every single time you're supposed to be quiet, Uncle blasted somebody. Yes, indeed. right. I forgot I said I would read all super chats in Arthur voice. At least we got some good shooting. We did get some good shooting, but what a mess. Oh God, there's the law. We gotta go. What happened to that amazing aim? No shit, Nikki. I hit him twice. Yeah, Uncle's lumbago makes him unreliable in these moments. Don't mind me. Oh no! This is fine. I think we're probably okay. All right, we got me some wild boar. Now, here's the problem. I don't know where my horse is. Good night, Sloppy. Good boar pelt. I'll take it. Oh, howdy, sir. Sir, you wouldn't mind...
Hey, mister.
Listen, just end this here and give it up. You dumb sack of shit. Now
Let's
I know
not
who
be
you are.
too hasty here.
Hands to the sky now. You get those damn hands up if you want to live.
Okay, take it easy.
I'm giving you a chance to come with me before there's hell to pay. You're gonna answer for what you've done.
Thought I could pay the bounty. Oh my God, am I in Blackwater? I'm in Saint Denis? Oh no! God. Oh, I thought I could pay the bounty. Why am I in Saint Denis? Not great. I thought I was going to go to Rhodes, but I guess I can't get in trouble at Rhodes, so maybe I got lucky. Ooh. Strong repertoire of dramas and comedies. Right up-to-date vaudeville acts. Popular prices. I'm headed to bed now, not Dr. Mick in chat. Thank you, Spence, for the $2. There's a tailor here? I don't know that I want tailored clothing. That seems a little too rich for my blood. Well, this is a beautiful town. Oh my God. Ooh, there's a wanted poster over there? Hold on. While we're here.
Are you feeble-minded?
I'll grab the bounty poster.
If you're bounty chaser, take a poster. If you're anything else, take a seat.
Well, $100 reward for the captured dead or alive of Lindsay Wofford, Lemoyne Raiders commander. As the leader of the Lemoyne Raiders, he is wanted for raising a militia against the state, un-American activities, murder, and adultery. The gang was spotted in Mossy Flats region for captured dead or alive.
You going after Lindsay Wofford?
I might be.
Most certainly am.
Or I might just want to hang his poster up on my wall.
Yeah, they're a bad lot, the Lemoyne Raiders. Stupid fellas won't leave good enough alone. One of these days, the government's gonna get sick of private militias, you know.
One of these days, the government's gonna get sick of all of us.
Don't tell them I said that.
The bounty. Why are you making this feller someone else's problem?
We, sir, are an urban police force. And the Raiders are, well, mostly a rural nuisance. My men simply are not suited for this kind of work.
I love this guy's voice.
This feller in particular, Wofford, ain't it? Why him?
You cut off the head, the body dies. That's the hypothesis, at least. We shall see if it can be demonstrated with the Lemoyne Raiders.
If the bounty's for this whole outfit, you should have made it more. If that's all, I'll get after him.
If your hand is forced, then so be it.
Love that guy's voice. What a vibrant town. Might as well enjoy the beautiful city. I do agree. You see what I said about the cowboy, man? I made for you in memes. I did not. Ha! Very nice. Very nice, Super Chip. Alright, let's go talk to this stranger that's around these parts.
Hello, how are you today? Excuse me, sir. Can I bother you for a minute of your time?
You most certainly can, miss.
Can I tell you a little about what we're doing here?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Less than a minute, I promise. We're trying to raise money to build an expansion to the Quincy Harris Memorial Hall, a shelter for homeless veterans and their families. Can you help? A donation of $20 would put us well on our way.
I'd like to know the purpose of this place. Quincy Memorial Hall. For $20, I think I could spare it.
Times. Many children without fathers.
I could spare it, ma'am. Here you go.
$20 ain't no chicken feed, but sure, I can help you out.
That's very kind. What is your name, sir?
Arthur Morgan.
Hoagie
Your donation
McIntosh.
will be acknowledged on a founder's plaque when the building is completed. You have a great day, Mr. Morgan.
Well, good luck to you. Seems a worthwhile cause.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
She didn't exactly look like she's hurting for money. Yeah, we should get Mickey over here. I agree. Alright.
Girl?
Well, least I could do is spend 20 bucks on something meaningful. Alright, now y'all are talking up this Taylor.
Look out!
Think of what they sacrificed for everybody.
Back to it.
Wait.
Please, find it in your heart to give to those who gave everything. Your donation will greatly improve the lives of our nation's heroes and their loved ones.
Oh, she's just talking. Alright. Let's go check out this Taylor. This place is bustling. I love this. Howdy, folks.
Morning.
Hey, y'all.
Good morning, sir.
Let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. I can say this all day. Let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. I will say this for as long as it takes. Come on, people. Let me vote.
How are you today?
Good day.
Gentlemen.
Seems to me there's a lot of rich folk around here.
Mais bonjour.
All right.
Hey, mind your step.
Sorry, mister.
Whoa!
Please, no! Oh, you bastard!
Oh, hell no!
I can't believe it.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
An American.
I didn't do nothing.
Come on.
Oh, no? No, tell me about that $26.40 in your pocket.
I can't believe that.
Honey, we're alive. You choose.
All right. Damn it, you got me. Here, it won't happen again, okay? Just a bit of cash, that's it. Jesus Christ.
Don't you ever do it again. We'll wear your hat as an alpha move. Don't you ever.
I trust everything is ready.
Votes for women. Abolish discrimination against half of every home.
Morning.
You, my friend, what do you think about women's suffrage?
Women voting? Sure, why not?
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a true progressive.
Anyone dumb enough to want to vote, I say go for it.
Oh, a cynic. How dull for you. I do hope you grow out of it, young man. It's so unappealing.
Unappealing is what I do best.
I gotta say, I agree with her. Jesus, Arthur.
You're walking away from history, you fools. Women and
Arthur doesn't have to vote. Doesn't have to care.
It's meant to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not free to vote. Who says that?
Sir, you gonna acknowledge the likes of me as I walk into your store? Or do I not meet the certain types of criterion that you have for a man who would purchase some lovely fine items from your store?
Now, let me have a look.
Isn't it time?
So this is the same.
And let us vote once and for all.
Oh, it's the same catalog we usually have.
People say us tailors all sound the same, but I find that rather offensive.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in reading the book tonight, sir. This man doesn't seem interested.
I will say this for as long as it takes. Come on, people. Let me vote.
Howdy, fellers. Bonjour, monsieur.
Well, this town is...
Hey, move it!
This town is nice, but something tells me that there's some issues. I'm not into that style. Jenny! Do you think Arthur made the comment about voting because he acknowledged the kindness in his gesture as part of his self-loathing? I think there's a possibility. I don't know. I mean, sometimes...
Come on, girl.
What?
This one is from Greece.
Oh, no. Sir. Sir.
Stop, goddammit.
Hey! Hey!
That man back there is unstable.
Sir!
You stop right now.
There's more for you this
Eight left.
No!
Okay.
Oh, we gotta get out! We gotta go! We gotta go! Oh my god, we just caused ruckus in a rich people place. That does not go well for the likes of me, Jenny. Don't you run away from me! No! No, Jenny! 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 I need you, girl. You can't run out of here without me. Alright, let's go. Oh my god! I was just trying to get my horse. It was just my horse. She doesn't know any better. She never been in a place with blocks on the ground like this. How's she supposed to know she's trespassing? I'm just trying to get her off the lawn. Was just trying to have a conversation with that fine feller. Y'all are a little too uptight for my blood around here anyway. I don't want to be much hanging around here.
Yep.
Oh God, now we're trespassing some more and we're gonna go. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is the worst. Oh, this is not a good first impression here at Saint Denis. Come on, keep it moving, Jen A. Have an oat cake. Oh my God. Let's go. I did not mean to take my gun out there. I'm gonna tell you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me.
Come on, girl.
Come on, baby. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. This is so bad. This is a terrible idea. This is no place for a horse. This is such a bad idea. Oh, son of a bitch! I only want it for $5, sir. I will give you the $5. Oh, this is so bad. I don't know how to do this city living. I've been a man of the rural areas for too long. There are so many cops here. You can tell this is a rich place because there's a lot of cops here. All this security theater. All right, we gotta feed Jen A. There you go, Jen A. Have another oat cake, girl.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Let's go. Come on. That was something. That was something. I tell you what, that is okie dokie. Well, doesn't seem like we're much welcome in Saint Denis. Let's go take care of. Ooh, we got. Let's go take care of this. Go get Black Belle. That's a really bad move. Hey chat, as we go to this next place, as we get the hell out of this town, I just want to say that I appreciate so much that you're here hanging out with me tonight. If you are not currently live with me and you ever want to watch live, make sure you come out at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's when we go live. I also want to... Oh my God, that's a gator. I also want to say, for those of you that are watching the VOD, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you shoot a like on the video by hitting the thumbs up below. It makes a huge difference for the discoverability of the channel. If this is a channel you think more people should know something about, make sure you share my stuff and make sure you follow me on social media in the description below. Kissy, thank you for the $5. We appreciate you. I appreciate you too, friend. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate the support. Also, for anybody who does become a member while I'm offline, thank you for the membership. I do appreciate it immensely. And also those of you that super chat, thank you for that. That's true, Ika. I should fix that.
If you're in this state for the federal government, you're an enemy of this state. You know why you're here, don't you? You're an agent of the government in the free state of Lemoyne. That's
Oh, God.
Boy.
Stay back!
Please. Please.
Get away! I ain't kidding! Fight!
You guys really just killed these guys in cold blood? Man, fear the federal government. You can tell we're down south. Yeah.
Let's go, girl. Yeah.
These Lemoyne Raiders are not my favorite.
Easy.
What are you doing, Arthur? I am intrigued by these gators. A 3-star American alligator. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I don't... Alright. This should be fine, right? I reckon. Get your ass back here. Holy shit. I guess all those bullets don't make for a fine pelt no more, huh? All right, Mr. Gator. Come on. Yep. Give me that. Yes, I probably should have used a bigger... Oh my god, and we take its head? Damn. Jenny! Jenny! We got a poor alligator skin. I don't know that that does me much good then, does it? Oops.
Let's go, girl.
All right, well.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what this is all about down here.
Slow it up.
I got no idea what we're about to find here. Look at all these bugs. I would hate this so much. Knock, knock.
You there?
Oh, hello?
You a bounty hunter?
Well, not right now, I ain't. You Black Belle? I'd like to talk to you about your Wild West days.
I don't care much for reminiscing. You got any friends as bounty hunters?
None that spring to mind.
Well, then you done led them boys here and you none the wiser.
Ah, those bounty hunters.
Knew my luck had run out sooner or sooner.
Well, get inside. I'll tell him you're gone.
Oh, no, no. I ain't hiding from them scalp hunters. Not running from them neither. And fighting? Yeah, if it's just me against them, that'd be a waste of time and nitroglycerin.
Well, let me know what I can do.
You want that Wild West story, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Get up here quick. Now when I give you the word, hit that. Whole place is wired.
Black Belle, I got a contract here for your life or your liberty. We'd sooner it be liberty.
That's mighty reasonable, mister. Come here, let me take a look at it. Come on. Oh, come on. Stop just there. Now, set it off. Over here, they're rushing us from the side.
Lady, I can't see you much in need of my help.
Sugar that sweet. You're looking all married out. Back to the middle. More riders. Stop or I'll shoot you. Wings expected to fly all right. They brought a Gatling gun. Hey, take out the all right, I can breathe again. It ain't over yet. I guess your friends heard the hubbub. They got it for you. There's gonna be some price on me when all this is done.
Price don't matter if it's idiots chasing you.
Well, at a certain price, you don't get idiots.
At a certain price, you don't get idiots. I like that. No, sir. Get your ass off that Gatling gun.
Oh, here we go. Woo! Is that the last of them?
Yeah. You got them scalp hunters off your back.
For now.
For now. So, you gonna tell me about your Wild West days? Running with Jim Boy Calloway?
Little boy Calloway? The only running he did was away from a fight. And that's about the end of it.
Well, the man's apparently a famous gunslinger.
Yeah, so they say. But, don't get what's famous confused with what's true. The ones of us that lived that life, we was too busy being scared for our scalp to talk to no newspaper writers or dime novel men.
Well, what were they like then? Those days they all talk about.
Same as now, I guess. Only longer ago.
All right. I'm gonna need your picture, too, if it ain't a trouble.
No, sir, no trouble at all. Can't be worse than those awful drawings on the wanted posters.
Hell, great. Look, you stand over there and let me get this thing ready.
Ready? How do you want me? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
And I guess I'll be on my way.
There. Well, thank you, Mrs. Belle. You gonna be all right?
Oh, been running for 20 years. Suppose I'll be running till I drop. Just the way it is.
Yeah. Good luck.
She's a badass. Holy crap. I respect her. Whew, that woman don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. She can hold her own, no problem. Like it. I love how these guys sink into the mud. Amazing. You know, I will say this though, like this is the important, this interaction with her is such a great illustration of the way our oversimplified internal representation of things prevents us from seeing context and getting closer to seeing people for who and what they are. This woman has survived for years on her own with no problem, to the point that she's famous for it. And Arthur still sees her as woman first. Hence why he does these things like try to pick up the bag for her, ask her if she's going to be okay, you know, express some level of doubt, ask how he can be of assistance. Arthur is of no use to her here. And so because he sees woman first and is biased in that direction and isn't acknowledging what seeing woman first is going to do for his interactions with her, I think he misses out on an even cooler conversation with her and respecting her for all that she has accomplished and realizing that, like, he ain't useful to her at all. So this is why it's important for us to understand our biases about the things we see first, because we can sort of take accountability for those things internally and go, all right, this woman probably doesn't need me. Let me just interact with her for what she is in the context that I have for her, which is that she's a badass woman that survived for this long without the help of anybody. And let me just get into that. That's really what I take from this. Like, she's really cool. I like her a lot. And Arthur's interaction with her is kind of like, ugh. And I think it's because of that. Bet you weren't expecting something from that, huh? Like, he may look at offering help and stuff as being just like a courtesy, but he's also not really reading the room. Damn, these guys are packing some real money here. As an aside, I also thought it was interesting that she is in a similar situation lifestyle as the gang, but seemed to have a much more balanced understanding of it than Dutch does. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if Dutch necessarily doesn't understand what they do. I just think that Dutch is a little bit more idealistic. Like, something that I respect very much in this world, and Arthur seems to as well, are people who are real. That are more willing to look at the reality of a situation than the idealistic aspects of it. You know, Dutch is all ideas. He's all bravado. And I think, again, that's good for getting the group excited. I think it's, you know, it helps keep everybody together. But the people we tend to have more respect for in this game and in these parts are the people who understand the actual reality of what's going on in it. Like, she's just like, yep, this is how it is. This is how I operate. Whatever, you know? And she owns it. And I don't know. I respect that a lot. Assorted biscuits. Nice. Ooh, is that a letter that we can read? I really hope it is. Maybe not. All right, let's eat a little something here. Eat some beans. And let's rip a heater, huh? There we go. I need a smoke after that. And it is true, she is out for herself. She's not trying to take care of a group. There is something to be said for the fact that Dutch has people he's got to take care of when all she has to take care of is herself. I mean, I'm not trying to necessarily compare her to Dutch, but I do think she's a neat lady. Come on, Jenny. I definitely need a bath now. Getting all sweaty. I do like how Arthur sweats when he's down here in the bayou where it's super humid. Yeah, me too, Rebecca. He wastes so many cigarettes. It's awful. All right, let's go. I say we go back to... Man, I really need to... I want to wash up. All right, let's go do a little running with Sean. I'm feeling chill with the missions tonight. I want to go learn a little bit more about Sean and what his orientation is to the group. It is really cool, Holland. I agree. There's so much to do here. There's other gunslingers as well. Yeah, we'll do those periodically. I don't want to do them all in one fell swoop. Howdy, mister.
Now, what we got here?
Hey, get yourself out of there.
I ain't here to cause trouble.
What a joke.
What'd you do here, sir? I ain't gonna get in the middle of it. I've already been in too much trouble today. That ain't my business. Man, my clothes must smell so bad.
Yeah.
Running in this mud must be difficult for Gen A as well. Have a good one, Night Elf. Thank you for being here as always, friend.
Push, girl.
I don't know, Pie Pie. We're gonna find out. I mean, we went to go help her and we got interrupted by the idiots.
Slow up now.
Lily Mae, you think you're so great.
Oh, what's going on?
Nose in the air. Holding hands with that dumb lunkhead.
Oh. What's the matter, feller?
You care about this girl? Stand up for yourself. She'll come around.
Yeah? I've been waiting.
Trust me, kid. There ain't so many good men out there. Make yourself one of the good ones.
Thanks, mister. I hope you're right.
And if she's got boundaries, you respect those boundaries, good sir. Don't you dare go pulling the nice guy thing. Don't you dare go thinking that just because you're treating women right, you are entitled to their affection. Don't you go doing that. Yeah, you want to be one of the good ones, but don't you dare let that fuel your sense of entitlement, sir. If that woman's got good reason to set the boundaries that she's set, you respect those boundaries. You deal with the angst that brings you yourself. You talk to your friends about it, and you go elsewhere to find whatever it is you're looking for to get out of that lady. But you being a nice guy does not automatically make it so that she will be interested in you. So it's decent advice, but it needs a little caveat there. Because men, as Arthur says, generally have a tendency to get into their whole sense of entitlement around shit like that.
Can't mope around here all day.
Sometimes mud can suck the shoes off horses' hooves. I used to ride a gelding who had special hooves, and if he went in the mud, buy expensive special shoes. Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't know how much of a slip me saying infection there was, but I'm sure that's part of it too. Yep, people set boundaries, you gotta respect them. That makes you a good person. Boy, what if I just took out one of these cows? Brought some vodka back to the camp. Shocks me how many men just assume women owe them affection for the tiniest bit of basic decency. Yeah, it's gross. Which reminds me. Confidence in relationships, or like in trying to acquire relationships, is helpful. But again, it doesn't entitle you to the affection of the people that you're pursuing. And a lot of people, particularly men, learn that confidence means pushing boundaries. That if the person you're pursuing says no, don't just give up, keep pursuing. And that's a terrible message. A terrible message. Real confidence is not pushing past boundaries. Real confidence is acknowledging that not everybody is going to be interested and accepting that and moving on when that's the case. It's depersonalizing interactions like that. Where if you approach, say, a person at a bar and you shoot your shot and they say no, instead of going, oh my God, it's me, and like overdoing it and overcompensating and pushing past boundaries, instead it's okay, I'm sure that person has their reasons. Some of them may have to do with me. Some of them may not. I appreciate that person set a boundary with me so that I know what I can or can't do with that person. I'm going to move on. That is confidence. But this whole idea that like if a person says no, just keep trying. No, you should always just take people's boundaries at face value. You should just adhere to what people's boundaries are, because when people set boundaries, they are also accountable for the consequences to those boundaries. And so if you approach somebody who is interested in you and they play hard to get because they want you to push past the boundaries, that's a terrible template for starting a relationship. So if you're a boundary setter, make sure you're clear whether you're interested or not, and set clear boundaries. And if boundaries are set with you, respect them universally, unconditionally. In that context.
Hey, partner.
Come on, Jenny.
Yep.
Come on. Oh, yeah, I do have to add an addendum, though. If we're talking about heterosexual relationships, we're talking about, like, men to women. If you're a man, you also need to understand that if you're going to approach women, just, like, basically cold call them, or, like, walk right up to them, you need to understand that power dynamic. So the expectation that the boundary is always going to be clear, I mean, you could, that's an ideal, but if you get passive messages that person, that the woman's not interested, it's on you to read that and understand that it may actually put that woman in danger, to be very clear and to say no, because perhaps that has been a dangerous situation before because of men doing what we're talking about, what you shouldn't do. So you are also responsible, if you're the person that's in the dominant group that's approaching a person from a non-dominant group, you are responsible for understanding the power dynamic at play there and acting accordingly. So even if it is a no, even if it is a shrug off, maybe that's what's safe for that person to do. So the expectation that it should always be clear, that you should be told definitively what the deal is also potentially an unrealistic expectation because of the danger that, and again, this is where depersonalization is super important, because it may have nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with context. It has everything to do with the fact that, like, that is not a safe circumstance always. And that's why you hold people in dominant groups accountable if you're in dominant groups, so that eventually you can sort of become safer because you're holding each other accountable. So I do have to make that addendum. What the hell is going on? There we go. How would you recommend people understand passive messages when they have problems, or don't allow them to pick up on those kinds of messages? If you engage with somebody, you make an attempt, and you're asking questions, and that person is responding to you, and there reaches a natural stopping point in that conversation where if that person was interested, they would continue the conversation, whether it's by saying certain things or asking certain questions. If that person does not do that, leave them alone. It's the easiest rule of thumb. Because when people are actually interested and engaged with folks, they will keep the conversation going. So provide an opportunity for that person to show whether they're interested by them pursuing that conversation with you. If you're talking to them and then there reaches that natural stopping point and that person kind of goes like, okay, well, thanks, and turns away from you, they're not interested. Like, give people an opportunity to show you whether they want to reciprocate or not. And if they want to, they will. Have a good one, comma. Just think about what are the things that you do if you're interested in a person and you want to engage with them. And think about what you do if you don't want that. And if you see those behaviors from another person directed toward you, that's good information. People will reward desirable behavior and they will attempt to punish undesirable behavior. So if talking to a person is undesirable, that person will attempt to punish that in some way, shape, or form. If you talking to them is desirable to them, they will reward it in some way, shape, or form.
Easy there.
Oh man, Skog, I love it. Did you get a screenshot of it? There we go. We're bonded with the horse. That's good. I wanted to shoot that deer. Bring some food back to camp.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Arthur.
Miss Kane, all good?
Too good. Like the chance to shoot a fella and not feel bad about it.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Stay alert.
Nearly got myself lynched a couple of days ago.
It's hard not to be scared of men sometimes. I feel bad about it, but I'm just trying to protect myself. You don't owe men like feigned safety. Men are the most dangerous thing to women. Literally. #1 killer of women is men. So women have every right to be afraid of men. You don't ever have to apologize for that. You don't ever have to feel badly about that. If the fear is preventing you from engaging in meaningful relationships with men in a way that you want to, then that's certainly worth talking to somebody about. But being afraid of people who are part of a group that are dominant and are dangerous to you, totally legit. Totally legit. And again, this is where depersonalization is just so important. This is why people understanding how representation works, how bias works, all that stuff is important. I really think a huge amount of issues in relationships, whether with people you know or not know, or don't know well, is because people over-personalize things. People assume that the people around you have the same understanding of your context and learned experiences that you do. And that's just not true. So. While I get attention for looking weird, it scared more men off than I get attention for it. Other person would probably assume you aren't interested unless you hint at it otherwise. It's not so much about not knowing what to say next. Right. It's about the it's about so the thing that there's a oh man, I feel inclined almost to zoom out for this. So there are two processes that happen in any human interaction. I'm going to do my best to describe this as clearly as I possibly can here. There's content and there is process. Content is what is said. It's the actual like topics that are discussed. It'd be like if you came up to me and we talked about basketball. That's the content. I said the Bulls lost today. That really sucked. I was not a fan of how they played at the end of the game. And you go, oh yeah, like it was really a bummer to see. The content is what we're talking about. And then there's process. Process are the interactional dynamics that are carrying the content. So, for example, if I came up to you, or you came up to me, you say, hey, I see you're wearing a Bulls hat, Dr. Mick. What'd you think of the game today? And I say, oh man, it was really brutal. I wasn't enjoying it because they lost. And then I say, I didn't realize that you care about basketball. What did you think about the game? The process of what's happening there is you engaged with me. You gave me an opportunity to respond. I reinforced that approach by responding, and then I asked a question which suggests that I'm interested in further engagement. And if, as we're talking, we see that process happening, then we would say that the process is the most important thing to understand. So if you came up to me and you said, I see you're wearing a Bulls hat, Dr. Mick. What'd you think of the game today? And I say, oh yeah, it was frustrating. And then I turn away. I engaged you with content because I answered your question. But then I stopped. And I kind of turned away. Which suggests that either I don't know how or I don't want to further that conversation. And so let's say you take a chance and you go, oh yeah, like I can imagine as a Bulls fan it wasn't fun to see them lose. That makes sense, right? And then I go, yeah. And then that's it. I am choosing not to further engage with you. So there is content, but the underlying process that's carrying that content is suggesting through nonverbal and verbal delivery that I am not interested in continuing that engagement. So as a therapist, one of the things that I'm always looking for in conversations is the process of how conversations happen, as opposed to what people are talking about. If a person's talking about how they're frustrated that a person's not doing the dishes, and every time that person brings it up, the other person immediately doesn't let them finish and intercepts and diverts and takes it in a different direction with a different topic, that process is more important than dishes. The process is, you know, I notice when your partner expresses a need or says that something is lacking, that you divert to a different topic and that you don't stay on task with that topic. And I'm wondering if you perceive that as dismissive. That's the process. That is more important. But you have to teach people to look for that. That's not super innate for folks. We tend to focus on what's being said and we get so caught up in what should I say instead of looking at how is this happening right now? What are the dynamics present here? I've also noticed this thing with dudes of, oh, this friend happens to be a girl and we aren't friends anymore because I'm more interested in sleeping with this new girl I met over here. I mean, I can see how that would be a thing you've come across. I don't know that that's like a general dynamic. Is this your Home Depot response? Pretty much. Your name's different here, Benita, because the YouTube will make it your real name. There's a way to change that. If you go into my Discord, I have a video in the announcements tab about how to change that, and I can actually link that to you as well. For anybody here who wants to change your name so that it doesn't show your real name in chat, I am posting a link in chat right now for a video it's like 2 minutes long that tells you how to change it. Male friendships for me at this point are a hard no because there seems to be a hard line between friend and sex that strictly seems to be a dude thing. I would be careful not to make that generalization in total, but I can understand why a person would do that. Yeah, Shelves. I agree. Yeah, Discord, by the way, is in the description. You can link that. So. We tend to process what's being said and what do I say. We don't ask what's happening right now. That's really interesting insight. I'll have to see if I can apply that. Yeah, it's something to look out for. How is the information being delivered to me?
Eat this.
Anyway, I hope that was I hope that provided some clarity on interactional dynamics.
Ask around, people ain't been seen. So, for some reason.
And again, I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for spending some time here tonight.
Walk right in.
See, we go from mayhem to cool conversations to educational content. That's what we do here.
Oh, yes.
What'd you do?
I froze.
Evening, Arthur.
Then,
This
then
stew is
I saw
decidedly
his
lacking on
and I
decent
became
meat, Mr.
McCarthy's
Morgan.
best friend they never knew about. Somehow I winged it and let them lead
Good
me
job, Mr.
into
Morgan.
being McCarthy's former gold prospecting friend from back in '76. By the end of the evening,
We should listen to understand rather than listen to respond. It's a great rule of thumb. It really is.
it was very sad.
Too many people spend time thinking about how they're going to respond rather than actually listening to what the people around them have to say.
Heartless bastard. Of course I didn't.
Have a good one,
the
Holland.
Priest, but not the family.
That's okay, then. You're a pair of old fools.
Is that Ave Maria?
Hi. Even.
I don't think it is.
How are you doing, Molly?
Fine. Fed up of moving all the time.
Yeah, just the way it is.
For the love of God, stop giving me that lost puppy look.
So, you're speaking to me at least?
Oh, it is always about your needs, isn't it? I have never known a woman with so many needs.
You don't know the first thing about a woman's needs.
How selfish are you? Are you even aware of the price on my head? The pressures I'm under?
If you'd only talk to me, I could help. I want to help you, Dutch, but there's this wall.
You can help by leaving me alone so I can actually think for once.
You're a bastard, Dutch Vanderland.
Okay, right there. Process. Molly expresses something. Dutch shuts it down. Molly says to him something that is along the lines of, I would like it if you would talk to me so that I can know what's going on. Dutch says, well, you should know what's going on, but also I need to be alone. So he's sending a mixed message, which Molly is going to have a hard time attending to because it's, I want to be that for you, but also I want to respect your boundary that you want to be by yourself. And all the while, what they're doing is they're name calling and they're raising their voices, which is going to automatically shut down their ability to hear each other. So Dutch asks the question, do you have any idea how much pressure I'm under? Yada, yada. Which is not actually a question. It's a statement, which says I'm under more pressure than you understand. And the way he communicates that suggests that you don't get it, and that's problematic for me. And you expressing your needs is not as important as my needs. So there's an attempt from Molly to close. So that's kind of the content. There's an attempt from Molly to close the gap between her and Dutch. Dutch is stressed out. Molly is stretched out. Molly attempts to close in and create and facilitate some intimacy. Dutch, though saying that he wants closeness, pushes her away by saying, you got too many damn needs, and sort of puts some distance there. He's threatened by her attempting to bring in some closeness, in part because I'm guessing that it would mean that Dutch has to be vulnerable, has to acknowledge that he's struggling, has to acknowledge that potentially he's lost his way and he's not meeting his ideals. And that being as vulnerable as it is for him, and certainly if he sees it, he's going to think everybody else is seeing it, he attempts to save face by getting aggressive and loud. And then Molly, having vulnerably tried to approach Dutch, and then being shut down for it is punished for what we might consider relationally to be a desired behavior. And so then she becomes defensive to hold her ground and save face for herself and says, "You're a bastard, Dutch Vanderlyn." And so now two people who have said content-wise that they want to connect, process-wise have split and pushed each other away because of the vulnerability of that sequence. And you see that they get loud, they get aggressive, they name call. These are all ways to put distance when closeness is perceived as threatening. All right, so we want to look at these things as pattern. Now, I have only ever seen Molly and Dutch interact this way one time, so I can't say that this is a pattern, but with how, like, casually they do this and how, like, non-distressed in a meta way they seem to be about this, this suggests to me this is not the first time they've had this kind of conversation. Where Molly says, "Let me in," Dutch says, "You won't let me in. I should already be in. You don't understand me." And then says, so they both say, "So peace out." So you have two people that want to connect but don't know how to connect effectively and see it as threatening. And because they're not seeing that as threatening, and we don't have a therapist here to be able to intercept that and say, "Hey, so here," because here's what I would say. I would say, "Hey, so Dutch, I see that you're really frustrated with Molly right now. I noticed that when Molly came to you and said that she wants to know more about what's going on, that really seemed to bother you. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What bothers you about when Molly reaches out to you in that way?" And he's, I have no idea what he would say. No idea what he would say. But what we start to say, okay, so Dutch, I'm wondering, is Molly initiating a conversation with you about what's going on? It's something that you expect and see as something like, is that something you generally would want from her? And if he says, "Yes, I do," because I can say to him, "I hear you saying you want her to understand you." Well, she can't read your mind. So in order for her to understand you better, you are going to have to communicate with her. And so I want to know what's getting in the way of you seeing Molly's approach to you as that, as opposed to something threatening. And so then I want to reshape. So when Molly, I want to give Molly an opportunity to reach out to you again. I want her to do that, and I want to give you an opportunity to respond to her as somebody who cares about you, as opposed to somebody who's trying to expose you. Can you do that? Or maybe Dutch says, "No, I have legitimately told her that I do not want her to prod at what's going on, that I need space. I'm trying to set a boundary, and Molly keeps trying to push past it." That's a possibility as well. And if that's a possibility, then I might look at Molly and I might say, "Molly, when Dutch creates the wall," to use your language, or when Dutch doesn't seem to be available to you, despite having said that he'd like to have that space, I'm wondering what that's like for you. It seems like that's very hard for you to adhere to that boundary. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Maybe she says, "Yeah, my anxiety goes up because he expects me to be close to him, but when he doesn't share what's going on, like, how am I supposed to be close to him? So I got to initiate." And then we might have a conversation about, you're pushing past these boundaries. Might actually be, like, you trying to create this closeness may actually be pushing him away more. So if really the goal for the two of you here is to feel closer to each other and to have a meaningful conversation, would you be interested in me walking you through how that might happen so that each of you can feel like you are being seen, as opposed to feeling like you got to push each other away? And if they both say yes, then I can move in and I can intervene. I can help them say things differently. I can focus on the process of how they communicate more so than the content that they deliver. So it's really cool that we got to see that out of them. All right, so now we have two people that both feel misunderstood, want to connect with the other person, but the emotional intensity of this is making it so that it's difficult for them to do that. Would you say that he's assuming she doesn't understand, can't understand, or that he said that with prior context we don't have? I have no way of knowing that, Shelbs, without asking him. Over under on Dutch having contributed anything to the book by now? I doubt he has. I need to kill... Man, I really hope I don't get freaking demonetized because of that music. It's gonna really make me sad. Let's go ahead and let's donate all this stuff out of the inventory. I don't want to carry this stuff around anymore. So as I'm doing this, what I will also say is that in any given conversation, particularly with like couples who are in an intimate relationship with each other, people are attempting to get some sort of need met. And oftentimes people will not communicate what that specific need is, and instead will kind of divert around it. And that's, I think, what we're seeing, right? We're seeing I want to connect. I want you to understand me. But I don't know how to do the work to get you to that point with Dutch in this instance. And what they're both essentially saying is, I don't know how to connect with you. And one of the things that I'm always trying to do when I'm working with multiple people in the room is get them to find the common process goal. The common issue, which is that both of you right now don't feel heard. And because of that, we're having a hard time communicating. Would you agree that it's frustrating right now just to communicate with each other? And if they both can agree that it's frustrating to communicate with each other, we're doing a pretty good job. Because now we have a common goal to work toward and both contribute to. Y'all, I'm making some fat contributions right now. $364 worth. Let's go. We got lots of money in here. Good stuff.
Arthur?
To the person that just tipped me $10, thank you so much. I didn't have a notification for it that popped up, but I just got the email. So whoever that was that just did that, thank you very much for the $10 tip. Super cool of you. Lot of Arthur on this here ledger, I reckon. Some real firepower. Dutch wants something comfier. No, Dutch. Horse station. It would be great to have more room to hitch. A camp boat. Ooh, a boat's an interesting proposition. I do like the idea of a horse station. Oh, confused. Thank you. They better not say a word now. No shit. Chewing tobacco and premium canned goods for $45. I mean, we got the money to spare now. Ooh, baby, look at that food cart. Ooh. Who needs roads when you got your own camp? Treat ourselves. Cocaine, chewing gum, and assorted sweets. Why not?
You have things to do.
Look at that. Cocaine chewing gum.
Molly?
Man, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. If this means that I can up the quality of everybody else's, we're gonna do it. This better pay off for me. Dutch, I swear to God, I better be able to upgrade everybody else's tent. If I can't upgrade everybody else's tent, this is gonna piss me off. Next in line, Arthur wants a map to help plan journeys. I hate it. I don't like it. For everyone. Improve the rest of the tents in the camp. I'm paying out of my own pocket for this shit. And even that's still garbage in comparison. Overall mood of the camp is improved. Good. I certainly hope so. Don't ever say I didn't do anything. I mean, yeah, look at this. We got like a freaking rug and shit for Dutch. Whatever, man. Give me some ammunition. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. Okay. Dutch is living large on my... Alright, let's see what he's got.
You heard about the coach job? Yeah, another run-in with the Cornwall Army. Yeah, it got heavy, but well, we came out of it with some money. Okay, well, let's talk more later. Whatever you say.
Camp's looking mighty nice.
A man of God. And then I met that little sticky black devil. Those little lumps of hell. Just a little back pain. Oh, this'll make it feel better. A gift from the gods. And then it got me by the throat. You all know that. You all laugh at me, pity and despise me, I'm sure, but forgive me. At least forgive me, because all the silly things I do, all the lying and the stealing, somehow it isn't me. Or if it is, it isn't all of me. There's a different, better me stuck inside of here. Dutch sees it. And that's why he puts up with me when I'm sure the rest of you would cast me adrift. And that's why I love him, because he can forgive. Even when I can't forgive myself.
You can forgive yourself. This isn't about whether you can. This is about whether you choose to do that, Reverend. Now, I respect that the Reverend can identify that he has capacity for better choices than he currently chooses. And I think this idea that he can recognize that in himself is enough to warrant some patience from us. But at some point, that goes from being a point of sympathy to a point of contention. Because if that starts to enable continued bad behavior, because he keeps saying, oh, well, there's a good guy in there, I just got to find him, but look at me, woe is me, Mr. Makes Bad Choices. At some point, that's actually detrimental. So his recognition of this is important, but the follow-up to this has to be to him, well, what are you going to do different then? If you access that guy in there that you're talking about, what decisions does he make? And help the Reverend realize that he can start choosing those things. But his unwillingness to forgive himself, I think what would happen is if he forgave himself, that's coupled with accountability to now do better. And if the Reverend doesn't have a sense that he's ready to do that or doesn't want to do that, then the lack of self-forgiveness further enables that process of continuing to just screw up and then defer the accountability of that elsewhere. But then we can see how Dutch has hooked the Reverend by recognizing that process and allowing the Reverend to offload that accountability to him by him forgiving the Reverend. So Dutch represents to the Reverend the idealized version of the Reverend who could forgive himself. Right? So Dutch can forgive me. I wish I could forgive me. Dutch must be better than me. I see my idealized self in him, and because I'm so attracted to what I could be, I'm going to load that in Dutch. But what that's doing is splitting the good and that capacity to Dutch instead of him seeing it in himself. If he finds it in himself to forgive himself, if he starts making better decisions, maybe he doesn't need Dutch anymore. Maybe he doesn't need the group. So not only is this indicative of the Reverend's internal world, it's also indicative of how Dutch has managed to keep this man's loyalty, because he represents to this man what he wishes he could be and what he wishes he could do. He can do it, he's just not. And I think Dutch's presence actually stifles that. Absolutely, Nikki. Right. Absolutely. God has the capacity for forgiveness. God will forgive you when you can't. You know, yada, yada, yada. Well, that defers all the good things to somebody else. It takes away from the ability for you to forgive yourself. So I know we're back to kind of crapping on Dutch here, but I wouldn't be as hard on Dutch if Dutch was consistently making efforts to take care of these folks rather than leverage their issues to keep them in the group and to give him a sense of purpose. That's what drives me crazy about Dutch. Is Dutch is making his needs an enabler of the issues that people have in the group. He's using people's vulnerabilities, insecurities, issues as a way to keep them loyal to the group by representing to them what they want, ideally.
You okay, Uncle?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some sniffing around, see if I can drum up some leads.
Well, do it quietly.
I think we're all the product of our environment to some extent, Benita, but we can't chalk that up to thus all decisions I make are attributed to the environment I grew up in. We do have to hold people accountable to their decisions despite their environment.
So you told Jose about the moonshine?
Yes, he's got some plan cooking.
Good.
This is why I expected you to have a field day with that. Yeah, I mean, he's a very well-written character. I will say that.
You must be nervous, being this close to the water.
Oh, don't you start.
Just looking out for you. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sounds good.
I wonder if Dutch genuinely cares for any of these people other than if he keeps close, or if he just sees them as a way to keep himself leveraged in a power position. It might be a little bit of both. I think Dutch does care, but I think Dutch, at this point, my sense is that Dutch cares more about himself and his own ego needs than he does the people around him. And I would agree, Nikki. I think that is a good use of codependency. Yes, I think the group gets certain needs met through Dutch. Dutch gets needs met through the group. That is, by definition, a codependent relationship. Absolutely.
I need to sleep.
Molly.
My lady.
Yeah. Hi, Arthur.
All right, let's go take a little nappy poo here. Oh, where do you think Dutch is in his manipulative nature?
He dressed as a sheriff.
Oh, so this is fascinating. Okay, so I think if Dutch is aware, he is suppressing it. Because I think Dutch has to see himself as good. Dutch has spun basically everything in a direction where he is good, he is caretaker, he is idle. I think if Dutch gets a little bit too in touch with the ways in which he's holding people into the group, the ways in which he's gotten people to follow him over time, I think he is intelligent enough to realize that maybe some of that is not so great, and that cuts across his image of himself as an idol that he wants to project and have everybody see in him. So I think it's probably too difficult for Dutch to sit in that gray area and maybe ask himself, are there better ways for me to run this group than to leverage some of the vulnerabilities that they have? It's a very complex thing because I think Dutch probably is aware, but is also actively and or passively suppressing the awareness of that, because I think it creates it creates too much dissonance for him if he engages with that. I think he would tell you that he's doing it for everybody else. Yeah, not for himself. But he absolutely is. And I think the group would actually appreciate him more if he was a little bit more forthcoming about that and honest about it. Like, that's the thing that a lot of times people in positions of power don't realize, is that if you actually are self-reflective, and you can even be self-deprecating at times and have a little bit of self-awareness that you are willing to share with the group, that will often endear people to you. A lot of times people in positions of leadership will try to save face to what their projections of insecurity dictate they should save face from, rather than just owning it. I really do think if Dutch owned, you know what, I really need this group. I really need this group. Because I don't know what I'd be without y'all. And I've certainly done some stuff that maybe you would question why I would do it. It's because I care immensely about all of you, but also because I enjoy leading this group and because I really do believe in what we can accomplish. I think that would be a lot more endearing than these spun up machinations of like idealized prophets and the promised land, blah, and us versus them, blah, 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 blah. I think those who are intelligent can see right through that. So self-awareness is a draw. And too many people in positions of power see that as weak because it's vulnerable, but it's emotionally vulnerable. It's not actually vulnerable. Exactly. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, Deal. You think Dutch thinks he's sunk so much into this group in the way he's ran it so far to change the ways and risk losing any of the group? Probably. Probably. I mean, we absolutely have cost sunk and time sunk at play here. 100%. And those are important factors to take into account. Change is hard.
Whose dog is this? Whose dog?
Well. Where did he come from?
I don't know. He just wandered in. Hi, my friend. Hi.
Well, then he's ours, I guess. For now.
Aww. That's so great. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Aww. What should we call him?
Well, he's a wanderer. He probably did something bad. Kane. His name is Kane.
Okay. Hey, Kane. Whoa. What did Kane do?
A real bad thing. So he never stopped wandering.
I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where, like, it's like, am I reading too into this, or no? Or should I just let it be? I think Dutch is talking about himself, man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to give Chad a second to catch up. I wanted to say, yeah. He did a bad thing, and he's always wandering. Well, gee, that seems to be on the forefront of your mind, but that gives us, again, it gives us so much insight into Dutch. Dogs are blank templates, man. Dogs are blank templates through which we can project all of our idealizations and insecurities, and Dutch went insecure there. Now, Dutch gets to save that dog, but then he says, well, Kane did a bad thing. Kane did a bad thing, and he's been running ever since. Which tells me that Dutch's conscience is kind of getting the best of him. And I think Dutch is riding a fine line where he's still idealized. He is still the leader of the group. He still has this thing together. But he is at risk at any given moment of the people following him seeing him and judging him in the way that he does. And I think Dutch is afraid that if that happens, the group will disband and leave him. So there's some insecurity there. And so he's constantly overcompensating for that insecurity that he's experiencing because of whatever it is he feels guilty about. Now, we don't know what that action actually is. So we don't know what the impetus for this constant wandering is. And I would recommend maybe we don't make assumptions about that. But at the end of the day, we're seeing a fine line that Dutch is walking. No wonder he's stressed out. The pressure he's under that he alluded to with Molly a while back, I think has more to do with that than anything else. I don't want to be found out. This is enough for me to bear carrying it myself. God forbid anybody else see it. So he's overcompensating on the potential projection. Yeah, no, they've absolutely been running for a while. Absolutely. If Jack does something that's perceived as bad, he's going to feel like he has to run instead of talking to somebody about it. Potentially. I honestly don't know, Shelbs, if Jack is old enough to make that connection. That's a very abstract connection. I think Jack would have to learn that through practice as opposed to having conceptual knowledge of that process, but you never know. You think it's important to know what he did, or just getting him to say he did a bad thing and open up is enough? I think it's important for Dutch or anybody in this group to pay attention to their current actions. Insight is fine, but insight is not the end-all be-all. You don't necessarily have to know exactly what the origin of a thing is to know that the consequences of it are impacting you in a way that you don't like and that you could change your current behaviors. So even though Dutch, like what Dutch is doing in the present is he's stewing on this and he's not talking about it. Well, we could talk about just that internal conflict Dutch has and the way that it's affecting his behavior without ever even talking about what happened. And I think that that's something that people should understand about therapy too. You don't always have to go back and dig to the impetus of things. You can focus on the way things are manifesting now, and that can be just as meaningful, if not more meaningful, of a conversation because it gives you something tangible to do now.
Arthur, a dog. A dog.
It's pretty exciting, my boy. Howdy, Molly. And we've had some good stuff tonight, chat. The first half was a lot of just mayhem and nonsense, and this second half of stream has been mwah. So I hope if you're watching the VOD, you made it this far, because we really got some good stuff going now. All right, let's do Sean.
Them horses look mighty hungry.
They are, which is why I'm taking this big-ass hay bale to them. What's up, Lenny? Oh, the best conversations are absolutely in the camp. That's where we get more insight into the relationships. All right, Sean, what's up?
Good morning, Arthur.
So you got a plan for that moonshine?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Arthur.
Yeah.
So, tell me, is your people, Jacobites or English lovers, Arthur?
My people were peasants. We had no time for politics.
My dad would say that no politics was politics.
That old world bullshit, it ain't got no place here.
Why? Because there ain't no judgment here. Most folks hate the Negroes, they hate the Redskins, the Jews, even us Irish. You ain't so free of politics.
I hate everyone just the same.
Well, in that case, you're gonna want what I just found for us.
What's that?
I was riding around a couple of days back. I come across this old cabin. Couple of fuckers lazing about outside all liquored up. I didn't think nothing of it. But then I come across this hunter down by the river. And he tells me they're a stick-up crew. Says they hit a train a couple of days back near Emerald Ranch. Nice fella he was, shared a bottle we did. Then I robbed the bastard blind.
And you believed him?
No reason not to. If he's right, it'll be a big haul for us. I saw 3 of them, maybe more, but I reckon you and me, we could take them real easy.
All right. What the hell? Let's go check it out.
Them sons of bitches think they're mean? They're about to get a lesson in mean.
You just keep your cool, you hear me? Yep.
All right, Sean.
Let's do this.
All right, Sean, I want to learn more, buddy. Say more things to me.
How far is this place?
It's a bit of a ride. Not too bad. Back up north a stretch. Not far from the state line.
All right. So, What were you doing riding around up there anyway?
Sniffing around, looking for a take. I got a long nose for these things. Dutch has always honoured us to get out there and bring in money, ain't he?
And rightly so.
I ain't like some of them others back there, sitting around waiting to be told. I go after it.
I see you sitting around plenty.
I mean, I don't need no coddling like the rest. Dutch knows my value to the cause, as from the moment I met him.
You tried to kill him, if I remember the story right.
And he kept me around, didn't he? He saw something in me. He said as much.
I'm sure. Dutch is good at seeing things in people. And while we're talking about money, you are clear on how this works? We split half, other half goes to the gang. Dutch keeps all our savings hidden in a safe spot outside camp.
Yeah, I know. How many times do you have to tell me? What's that box by his tent for, then?
Camp funds, supplies, and the like. The fact you don't know that suggests you clearly ain't put much in it.
I always pay me way, don't you worry.
You're sure you scoped this place out right?
Yes, see? That's why I wanted you along for this. You're still a doubter. I ain't just some dumb kid. I've lived a lifetime of shit already.
And you sure don't keep it bottled up inside.
What about that train job with the oil wagon? Made a good show in there, didn't I?
You got knocked out.
Ah, that's what you choose to remember. We got paid. We got out of there.
Got knocked out in Blackwater, too, didn't you?
Now, that was bloody chaos.
Did you get split off with Mac?
Nope, didn't see him. I lost your boys at some point when he was getting out of town.
They caught up with Mac a couple of days after. Davy was finished by the time we got up the mountains. Jenny didn't even make it that far.
Those bounty hunters strung me up, beat me, pulled teeth, burned me feet. I didn't breathe a word about nothing, I swear.
Good.
And it's time folks stopped giving Dutch a hard time about all that Blackwater business, if you ask me. Man's not a fortune teller. You can plan, you can use your head, but you never really know what you're walking into.
Yep. Folks always want to blame someone when things go wrong. How far is it now?
Not too much further.
Better be worth it.
Hey, you need this, Arthur. I don't even know what I'm seeing no more. You and Dutch are deputies. You're out throwing lead with Sadie Adler. All right, that'll have to wait. We're nearly there. Hard left coming up. All right, it's going to be off the road up ahead. Up here, Morgan.
It's actually kind of cool when we get Sean off on his own and it's just the two of us. His dynamic is entirely different. Like, he doesn't have brash confidence where he's like overcompensating to try to like create some power for himself in the group, like what we saw at the train. When he's just with Arthur, he has a very steady, matter-of-fact confidence about him that I think is actually really cool. And he is saying, like, look, I'm smarter than you think. I've lived through a bunch of shit. I'm here for just as good a reasons as you probably are. And I know my worth. Which tells me that he's got some self-reflection and identification of the fact that when he's in a group around the good old boys like John Marston and Arthur and Dutch, that he is in some ways overcompensating with bravado. Maybe because he's learned that's the only way he gets to have a voice. But we treat him like an idiot when he's around other guys that I think, if we were to really think about it, are probably dumber than him. Like, I don't know that John and Bill have more to offer on the intellect side than Sean. It's just really interesting to me, the difference in our conversation with him when we have him by himself.
Easy.
Deal! Clear! I need the pass!
go the rest on foot. Don't want them to hear us coming. Here, I'll deal with them. Let's make sure we keep one of them alive to tell us where they stashed the money.
Hope you know what you're doing.
It very well could, Shelbs. I mean, I think him and Molly probably, there's got to be some bias toward them, given that they're Irish. Especially given that the O'Driscoll gang is Irish.
Look, there's one of them outside. This is good.
It is?
Leave it to me. I'll do the talking. You hang back.
Look at that. Sean taking the lead. Arthur following. I can appreciate that. You know, he's kind of this dolt that gets bossed around when there's a whole group. But when it's just him and I, he takes the lead. Kind of like Charles. A lot of these people are very capable. And they're showing it. And you'll notice that it seems like their incompetence comes out more when Dutch is around. Because God forbid anybody be more competent than Dutch. This is threatening. He lets Arthur see it.
Hey there!
Not Dutch.
Whoa!
I'm gonna give you and your daddy about 5 seconds to get the hell off my property, boy.
Look, we don't want no trouble. We just thought you might like to know we passed a big posse of lawmen headed this way. About a dozen of them, coming up east.
What? Where?
Right here. Heads up, Arthur. Here come the rest of them.
What?
Watch it.
Jesus, Sean, you gotta tell me you're gonna do that.
We got more coming out of the woods.
You're the only one left! Give it up now!
Okay, I give up. Don't shoot. I ain't armed.
If you want to leave, you'll tell me where that money's stashed.
Well, all right, take it easy. Behind the wall in the bedrooms, if you stick your hand between the gap.
All right, you go grab the money. I'll keep an eye on Sunshine here.
I'm gonna loot your friends first.
You know what? Just get the hell out of here and don't look back.
Good night, Nikki. Do you find it ironic that Dutch is with an Irish partner? I have thoughts about that, but I'm holding my thoughts on that for a little while, Shelbs. I do have thoughts about Dutch being with Molly, who's Irish.
You got some good stuff.
Why don't you see what else you can find, Sean?
Told you we'd take him, no problem, didn't I?
You did good. Let's see what the pay is first.
Don't get the ball by myself. A proper lead.
All right, all right.
You heard him, right? He said the stash was behind a loose board in the bedroom.
This looks like good a bedroom as any.
Don't want to over...
Hey, this is more like it. Good work.
Hey, what about my car? I found a place, didn't I?
All right, here. But don't forget to give the camp its share. Supplies don't appear by magic, you know.
All right, don't need the lecture again. I'll see you back at camp.
Nice.
Never know what folks got stashed. There's gotta be other places out there like this.
Wasn't so bad. I can also appreciate that Arthur gave Sean his due. Ooh, 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 ooh. Double action revolver. Okay. Probably seems indifferent to Sean, so I don't think they've had any significant backlash for being Irish. Maybe not directly. You know, they also, the thing to remember there, though, is that, you know, if they are, you know, if they do experience issues and they are marginalized within the group, them showing that banding of, like, subgroup to the wider group would not necessarily be a good thing. They probably would have to act indifferent to each other just so that they could still appear to be non-threatening to the group, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to assume that they are oppressed within the group, but I also don't want to just assume that because they seem indifferent to each other that they aren't. I think that's a little bit too... Can't quite get on with that.
Yeah.
I would agree that $20 doesn't seem worth it for all the people we killed.
Easy, easy.
What the hell is this? Howdy.
What the devil are you looking at?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
How so?
It's a disaster. Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any bloody wild animals? Come to America, they said. Come to the land of opportunity, they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I didn't want to be in the army. Ooh, now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act. The bravest woman in the world. The animal wrangler. Watch her tame wild beasts.
And you were the woman.
Of course I was the bloody woman. Look at me. It's the stage. Grease paint. Tears. No one wants to see a man wrangling wild animals. And no one wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
Why?
My animals, they escaped. And now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
A priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the slopes of the Hindu Heights. A fantastic, elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
Yeah, I see your problem. They're pretty hard to come by around here.
Listen, friend. Help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
If I see a tiger or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. Well, I believe the zebra's up near Larned Sod. Distinctive creature that he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody Margaret, not madam.
I love it.
Mistress of fucking danger.
Oh, Margaret, you are a treat. I love it. I'll be happy to find your tiger.
Please.
I adore people like that who are just unabashedly confident about who they are and don't give a damn about a random stranger that comes across. I am so endeared by Margaret. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Oh, I so badly want to find the lion, tiger, and zebra for Margaret. So good. So good. Oh, man.
You'll know a zebra when you see one.
You'll know a zebra when you see one? Yes, I do believe that I will. Margaret Zebra should be around here somewhere. Okay. All right. Let's go get the zebra. You got me. You got me, Rockstar. I'll go get the zebra. And then, how hard could this be? How hard could it be to get a zebra? Come on! Perhaps I can ride the zebra back. Oh, man. The characters... It's like in Red Dead 1. My favorite... one of my favorite video game characters in any video game ever is Mr. Nigel West Dickens in Red Dead Redemption 1. I freaking love West Dickens. They're just people who are gregarious, unapologetic about who they are, self-reflective enough. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I absolutely love him.
You can't turn me in. This ain't just.
Keep your distance. Got a criminal here.
Holy Christ!
Just? Yeah. You robbed and murdered your way across half the country.
It's all lies. I ain't never been more than 5 miles from home. Hey! Help!
Oh, you saved me all the work, fellas. I'll take him off your hands now.
Son of a bitch, kill him!
Yeah.
What?
What? You're next.
What if I use my offhand, huh?
Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. I didn't know what that was. I shouldn't have got in the middle of that shit. Not great. Better the horse than me, though. Whoopsie daisies. All right, let's look for this zebra. All right, if I was a zebra. Oh, your recent crimes make this unavailable? Oh, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Not a fan. Actually, here. Let's go here. We'll lay low at the stable. Although I actually don't know that even that's going to go well because this whole town is messed up. Ah!
Yeah.
It is a Destiny Ghost shell I have in the background. Yes, Timberland. Damn. Alright, there we go. Come back. Alright, let's get this zebra. I want to catch a zebra tonight.
Hey, hey.
Missing zebra was last spotted in this area. Let's do some scouting. Oh! Maybe that looked like maybe it was like a bighorn sheep or something. Oh!
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa! All right, nice and easy. Nice and easy. It ain't a zebra.
Look here. What they done to you? Whoa, whoa, easy. Easy there, easy. Whoa, now, easy. Whoa. Shh, easy. just a scratch.
Well, I mean, it's pretty decently painted. The guy, I mean, Margaret sure is a show person, you know. I don't know what pronouns Margaret actually used. So, Margaret, the show person, has done an adequate job convincing me that it was a zebra. Maybe the zebra needs a little more paint. Come on, zebra. And I certainly don't think Arthur is gonna ask Margaret what pronouns Margaret uses, so that's why I'm saying Margaret instead of pronouns. But I am aware of that, Ethan. Thank you. I actually have customized a couple of repeaters. Yeah, I don't need to ride the mule. I got Gen A. Right, it does make one wonder what the lion and tiger will be. Ooh, looks like the camp's back up. We got some of the carts back up in tip-top shape. Howdy, Margaret.
Good grief! You found him! Our zebra!
Well, you can call him that. Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion. A trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses. Confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink? Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay for deception. The allure of the stage. Dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of mumbo-jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka? Or turning there in the glare of those arc lamps something mundane into something extraordinary? It's the difference between prose and poetry. It's alchemy. We're selling dreams, dear boy.
Well, as long as you don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yes. Well, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment...
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But, first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes. And taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caliga Way. Please, I hate to ask.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I freaking love Margaret. I freaking love Margaret. Oh my God.
Out of these woods, and you'll find the road. It should lead you right to them.
But this is it, right? Like, this is how charisma gets people. Margaret is so charismatic. Like, you get so drawn into the confidence.
Now that you've started helping,
like, Margaret is so sure. It's just so quick and witty. And it's just like, it's amazing. It's interesting. Margaret is novel. There are just so many aspects of Margaret that are alluring to the human psyche because of that. We've come across hundreds of stock cowboys in this land, and all of them are interesting insofar as we learn about their context. But when you come across somebody like this, the novelty of it and the confidence that's brought around it, and just the like, I mean, Margaret is remarkably self-aware, which I think makes it even that much more endearing. It's look at that. I mean, we're going to find it. We don't even ask questions. Yeah, fine. It's a zebra. Whatever, man. Whatever. This is great. I'll take it. It's a lion. You can. How dreadfully literal am I? Allow me to engage in my imagination, something that I've long forgotten in my adult years. I love it so much.
It'd be a terrible shame not to continue.
So I reckon we'll go get that lion and tiger tomorrow, or on the next stream. So I would first, before I end this, I would like to say, if you are watching this VOD, please make sure that you subscribe. Please make sure that you like. Also, feel free to leave me a comment. I do enjoy reading the comments. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are about any of the things that we discussed. I really do love reading people's reactions, and I know that not everybody can be live with me. If you do want to watch me live, I'm here at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, and that's where we play these live. But if you watch the curated content, thank you so much for doing that. And again, if you're here live, thank you so much.